Welcome back, Elementals, to the Lucky Die in Kino. Previously, Greff calls out a liar, Ivoris offers his teleportation skills, Kaz makes new friends, and Suvi ponders her future decision. Turlock the Great, the purple jackalope, guides our companions towards the volcano, which eventually ends up turning the foursome into various elemental beings. Using their new powers, they roam the island to find help, including asking for Daisy to be brought to the island. What happens if their elemental bodies are destroyed? What friends would Weevil bring with them to the fight? And what future threat could the gods pose to the physical plane? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die in Kino. We find Kit 10 plus Suvi on a beach. We find that Vox is high above them all, floating around as a air elemental, his starry friends close by. We find that Suvi has made a couple of large rocks on this giant rock that's at the edge of the water, in which we find Greff hidden amongst one as a fire elemental. And we find as a fairly large tidal pool, we find the water elemental that is currently Ivoris. The four of you are waiting upon the arrival of an ally, or the arrival of Kels and the cleric, or all three at once, or maybe none of them for hours to be. I believe last we left it, you all decided you were just going to patiently wait to see what happens.
Yes.
As far as I remember.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Suvi's trying to initiate tic-tac-toe with Greff as she's bored.
What? No.
Tic-tac-toe.
We're not playing tic-tac-toe. We're focusing. There's a fight coming in. Have you never done this before?
She's bored.
Don't be bored.
Okay, Greff, she's bored in her own head then. Trying to do tic-tac-toe in her head.
I like the idea that you're moving the rocks around directly where Greff is, and you just like put a fire glob there. Just there. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Greff, I left the middle open for you. You can do the best move.
Yeah, look here. There's a line. You can do a line here. And he's like, no. I'm preparing.
Focus.
Probably a good hour passes when you see appearing on the large rock very close to where fire elemental Greff is hiding inside a rock. You see a young dark-skinned woman that you recognize as Daisy.
Ooh.
She's kind of bundled up, like she's wearing like a lot more like cold weather clothing. She didn't really know what she was coming here for. She's wearing a hood, and she's kind of like looking around. She has a little backpack on and looking around, just trying to see anyone. And so far as she knows, she's just teleported to an island on her own.
Oh.
Hi, Daisy. Hello. We're hiding.
You see that she like lifts her hands, and you see like there's like this kind of purple haze around them. And she just kind of looks in your direction, but to her it appears it's just as though rocks are grumbling.
Oh yeah, you got to put on more of a grumble there. Oh, Daisy.
Daisy, you can come over here. We're hiding in the rocks. It's me, Suvi. Greff is here too.
Greff?
I'm not being grumpy. I'm here.
You're being very grumpy when I was trying to play tic-tac-toe. Very grumpy, Greff.
As far as I remember, I don't think any of you speak. Yep. She looks around. She's like, Greff, where are you?
I'm inside a rock.
She takes like a few steps back. You can see that the light extends to her eyes as she begins to look around and has this. She's just hearing rumbling. And she just like looks around. She looks up. She sees some like little glittering stars and looks like a good old cloud above her. Takes a few steps back and like, okay. I guess I'll just have to find you the old-fashioned way. She shrugs her shoulders. She pulls out a staff and like begins to like walk her way across this giant rock.
She doesn't understand us. We're speaking our stupid native languages.
Yep.
But we do understand each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we established that. We're speaking elemental or something to each other.
Yes, that is basically what we landed on, because otherwise this would be a goddamn nightmare.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Then I think, Greff's just gonna go, okay, she doesn't understand us.
Can I change? I'm sorry. I have a dumb idea. Can I change the rock face just to read "Hi, Daisy"? Greff's in here.
Yes,
Because I can change Earth. So it just says,
why not?
Just says, "Hi, Daisy. Greff's in here." That's what it says. And then it goes away, disappears.
She like goes over to the rock and like taps it with her staff. Greff, can you hear me? Are you in there?
Yes.
Dunk.
Okay. So Suvi is making words appear on the rock as Greff is speaking. So the yes appears.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Do I need to get you out?
No. Don't touch my rock.
Okay, Suvi
Like,
adds a little
because-
parenthesis. He's grumpy. Underneath this one, don't touch my rock. He's grumpy.
Then, like, slowly the
As in
outlines
the
of the
brackets of...
Yeah.
tic-tac-toe starts appearing.
Sure.
Okay. Where's everyone else?
I'm pulling up into a puddle person behind, and I haven't said anything. But I am probably noticeable.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's not really any way to disguise a good rushing. But yeah, she notices and like turns around and sees a puddle-shaped person-shaped puddle appearing. And she kind of like nervously waves.
Yeah, he waves back. He's, I don't think he knows how unrecognizable he is. So,
Okay. So Suvi puts on the rock again. Hi, this is Suvi. We are elementals. That's Ivoris. Greff is grumpy fire. Kaz is air.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Don't do that.
Didn't do that? Can you stop me?
Fuck.
Vox. Okay.
We don't use the K word.
She
with people outside this party.
She would know that. So she would go, Vox is air.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for stopping me there.
She looks up and like she kind of looks at that cloud that's kind of like around with stars in it, and she kind of waves up in the air. And then she looks back at the puddle.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be difficult. Are you stuck like this? Do you want to be like this? Do I need to get you out of this? Because I was told by Cyric that you were kind of going to need a bit of help, but I don't know what I can do if you're stuck like this.
This is intentional.
Suvi transcribes.
Yeah.
We did this on purpose.
Okay. All right.
No, we didn't, but okay.
I mean, we did.
That's why it's in brackets
It just kind
underneath.
of happened. Yeah. in brackets underneath. It just kind of happened, but it's okay.
Happy little accidents.
This is so dumb. What are we doing?
Ambush.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know why you're here?
I just got told that you needed help in stopping something really bad happening, and it was on the Mora Clarity, which is bloody impossible to break into. By the way, bloody impossible to break into. I think I deserve a round of applause for breaking in here in a roughly good time. Don't tell me there's a bloody time barrier around here.
You hear like sloshing behind you. I'm trying to applaud, but
the rocks are trying to applaud as well.
Clack, 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 clack.
Yeah, exactly.
All of a sudden, all of nature is just
All of
moving
nature is trying
randomly
to
around.
applaud.
There's a slight swooshing of air. Just
Except fire. Fire's just chill.
Except for she looks around at the three of them like, yeah, thank you very much. All right, let me see if I can make this a little bit easier to communicate with. Hang on. She goes into her bag. She pulls out what looks like a book covered in runes. It's like this dark purple color with like silver lettering all over it. You can see that she starts like moving her fingers around and like begins to like really concentrate. And you hear in the back of most of your minds like, okay, I think I'll fix this. Short messages only, and I'm just going to keep throwing them out at you. This should be a temporary fix. What are we doing here?
And we can respond to her?
Yeah. She's basically mass casting message consistently.
Oh.
spam cantrips.
That's magic.
Basically, yeah.
That is magic, Neil.
Oh,
It's magic.
Yeah, V. That's
V.
magic.
Oh, I have a D, whatchamacallit.
Do you have to roll a D,
D2.
whatchamacallit, every time someone speaks?
Consistently?
With that plan?
Yeah, she should, but she'll just cast it at Greff.
What?
Okay, so Greff's the only one talking.
No, we're gonna...
Yeah. So she'll just send it. She'll message to Greff. She doesn't need to see him because she knows him. There appears to be no chaos. She rolled well.
Cool.
She rolled an even, and she's fine.
Okay. Okay. We're waiting for the cleric of Callanworn? I feel
Kelevor.
like that's
Kellenvor.
Callanwar. Waiting for the cleric
Yeah.
of Callanwar, who's really a cleric of Blissful Eclipse. And he may be bringing Kels.
Okay.
So,
Why are we stopping them other than, like, why here at this place?
this is apparently the best place to do the ritual to kill gods.
Out loud, she says, oh, that's fucking bollocks.
There are guardians of the island. They have beaten Kels back a couple of times, but Kels is bringing not Kels. They've beaten the cleric back. No, wait, they brought sorry,
Kels, yeah.
yeah. They've beaten Kels back a couple of times, but they're probably coming back now with the cleric because the cleric probably knows we're here. I think.
No, he doesn't. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
No, he snuck here.
No, you're right. This is just main character syndrome. This is happening because I'm here.
It's all about me.
It's all about crap.
We are, however, only seeing it because you're here. Okay.
The guardian of this place is going to try to separate Kels from the cleric, and we're going to fight the cleric. Hopefully by splitting them up, we can then either help them with Kels or they can help us with the cleric, and we can stop them from killing more gods. Once that is done, most likely Suvi might be taking over as guardian here, or destroying the place.
She kind of like frowns in the general rock direction.
I don't hear this, right?
No. You just see her frowning in the general rock direction. But Greff is in the rock, so
Okay, I
don't
send
know, it
her
could
a
be
smiley
Greff.
face on the rock face.
Oh,
Out loud, she says, "Oh, that sounds like a rough deal. If you've got to be the guardian of this place, that's like a multi-century, maybe even millennia deal. That's rough. Fuck that. I mean, if that's what you want to do, great. But like, anyway, okay.
Not thinking about that right now comes up on the rock face.
Probably a good idea. Okay, so Operation Stop Whatever is trying to kill the gods, except Kels, because we're going to leave that to the really powerful folks. Okay, that's great. Cool. Well, thank you for inviting me to this shit show. But we'll see what we can do. I love life. Okay, cool.
Do you want to play tic-tac-toe while we wait? Comes up on the rock face.
If you don't mind, I think I want to panic for like a solid 2 minutes, and then I'll be good to sort myself out. Oh my god.
It's very distracting.
Stop. I understand, but I think I want to panic.
Okay.
She kind of like bends over, puts her hands on her knees, and just screams.
Do I have access to my spells, or am I spellless?
No, you only have access to whatever your elemental block says.
Yeah.
Okay, so your plan is to ambush them here?
Yes.
Okay. Huh. Okay, cool. I wonder what I can do to make myself a little bit less obvious.
I can hide you behind a rock.
You can actually hide
Well,
her.
that'll be cool.
Oh, wait. Greff can't see
You
anything.
can hide her in the rock, yeah?
Yeah, Greff
Because
can't
you
see
can
anything you're writing.
make a little hole and...
Yeah.
So she can still breathe.
Suvi creates a rock that is sort of hollow on the back of it, so she can hide next to Greff's rock.
Okay. Okay.
Two peas in a pod.
We're all hidden.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Daisy just sits down. She doesn't really say much or think much, and if you play tic-tac-toe, she will play back, but she's obviously like quite distracted. The sun is beginning to set at this point.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Super quick. If we've been sitting there for like a couple of minutes, Greff is going to knock on the rock towards Daisy.
She'll knock back with her staff. She's sitting on the floor, but she knocks back with the staff.
Can you understand me?
No. I don't know what you're saying. Just hear rumbling. Hang on. And you kind of get the feeling that you can hear her pinging in the back of your minds. And as that happens, you all hear this very loud ringing of a bell about 40 feet above you all, with the exception of Vox, who is actually just up there. Anyway, you just hear this very loud ringing of bell like it's time for dinner. It goes for a little bit, and then it stops. I won't be that much of a dickhead.
Right. This place doesn't like magic.
We figured you would be a really good help to our team here. It's because of how stupid we are.
Nobody could come here that isn't powerful magic users. That's the unfortunate reality. I just wanted to say thanks for coming again. You've been a real good sister recently.
You're welcome. I mean, it would be nice if you were around more. So maybe do that when this is all over. I mean, yeah, just do that when this is all over. There's no point bitching about it now. We're kind of fucked. So, end of the world now.
Not fucked. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna kick Kels' friend's ass.
Huh? Greff, I don't understand you. I'm not casting that again, because if that bell goes off next time we summon someone.
It's gonna be fine.
We'll talk after, all right?
Knock, knock.
At that point, about 10 seconds after the last ring of the knock goes out, the five of you feel like a big gust of air, as if something has appeared and displaced all the air around it. Those of you, in fact, you should all be able to see this. I'm assuming that Ivoris is also back to being a puddle and not a puddle person.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's going to be super sus. You see appearing a little bit further down on the beach, not quite where your rock is, but very, very close. Like you could pick up a pebble and lob it at where they are. You see a gnome woman. Most of you would recognize her one way or the other as Kels. She's wearing what's like a grey suit of some kind, and her body is completely covered in runes. There's barely any skin left to see now. You see a very tall gentleman wearing kind of like white and black robes, who is just... He looks like he hasn't slept in about a week, because that's probably pretty close to what has happened to him. He looks very ashen in the face, and his eyes are having trouble focusing. You can see that he's kind of like swaying a little bit as he is there. You also notice appearing in the water a little bit behind them and a little bit further up the beach. You also notice that there is what looks like a huge pile of bones that have just appeared as a big 10-foot square cube, and then it just forms into a pile that spreads around. You also see appearing in the water what looks like a big pile of arms and hands and claws and dark cloth that seem to be mixed up in one creature crawling itself out of the water. You also see that floating in the air above them are nearly a dozen dark, wispy creatures with skull-like faces and long arms that seem to be carrying some sort of swords. They also look kind of ethereal. Is this what you notice when those guys arrive?
Oh boy.
How much is a dozen? Is that 2?
A dozen is 12, my love.
No! What?
I could have said baker's dozen and given you 13, but I thought that was cruel.
Sure.
So I can slide in the water pretty easy and get back to the ship. What about y'all?
Yeah. Suvi's terrified now. The reality of the situation is getting to her now. Oh, shit.
No, it's not the reality of the situation. It's that those motherfuckers once saw and were like, these are good ideas, and then fucking made it.
V, so one question. You said something about bones, like just a big-ass pile of bones?
Yes. From your vantage point, you would notice that this kind of pile that just kind of appeared and just like spread out into a proper pile. You notice that they are moving within it and seem to be like reorientating themselves to be able to move as a pile.
Fuck.
As a
all right, never mind. That throws out my idea.
Ew.
Yeah.
I had a thought, because it's like, as an air elemental, I have a whirlwind ability. I was gonna just like fucking dive down into the skeleton, the bone shit, and just blast that shit in all directions.
These are my bones now.
Bone tornado just starts going.
Check this out, motherfuckers.
Collect all the funny bones and you can be the funniest guy.
So, they have not spotted you. As you see that they kind of begin to form as a group, the Goliath cleric, who seems to be wearing, sort of like near his shoulder, wearing this kind of like dark circular pin made of onyx. You can see that Kels is looking up at him, and she seems to... Does anyone speak Gnomish?
Yes.
Nope.
No.
Great. You see that Kels looks up at the Goliath. It's quite a crick on the neck, but she still looks somehow kind of graceful. And she says,
"If you would be a dear and take the horde to the altar, that would be lovely, while I go deal with the inhabitants. Don't fail me."
And then she looks at the bone swarm and looks back at the cleric. He just nods once, as if he gets the idea what his punishment might be. And Kels begins to walk in the direction of the volcano. The Goliath cleric kind of sways a little bit. And so he lifts his hands and like waves for all of the other companions that he has to assemble close to him. I'm basically going to keep describing what they're doing until you guys do something, so
yeah,
just to let you know.
The plan was for the Guardians to engage with Kels before we engage. Otherwise, Kels is going to look in our general direction and goes power word death.
Yeah.
Power word death. Everyone dies.
Which is why we're hanging about. Going.
Yep. You see that the Goliath like pulls them all together. And he says in Kino Commons so that all of y'all would be able to stand. Take the prisoner and the web in that direction. The rest of you, and he points up at the kind of wispy-looking creatures in the air. Ensure that none of the other creature inhabitants come for us like they did last time. You're our warning system. Maybe more than 6 seconds like last time, please. Great. And with that, you see he kind of like begins to like very carefully start making his way up onto the beach and onto the rock where you all are.
Do we see a prisoner, or do we understand what he means? Is that the bone piles thing, or is that something else?
I think that Suvi and Fox would probably have the best chance of seeing it. Greff wouldn't because he's encased in rock.
Perception.
And Ivoris, you're a puddle. So yeah, if I could have the pair of you make a perception check, please. So it should be the perception of your elemental, not your natural perception.
Oh, of
because
the elemental.
You're using their eyes, not yours. Yeah. There you go.
There I go. Never mind.
The fuck are you guys doing?
Well, that's some good rolls.
Being captive,
guys.
Apparently.
Okay. Fox, what did you get?
7.
Cool. And Suvi, what did you get?
6.
Cool. You don't really notice or see any people or a person, but you do hear a murmur that doesn't fit with the bone pile or the hand and claw creature or the kind of wisping shadows above you. There is definitely a person contained somewhere in this mess, but you don't know where or whom they might be.
In the bone mess? Is that what we're thinking? No?
They might be in the bone mess. They might be in the weird claw type mess. They may be hidden by the floating wraiths above you. Who knows? Okay. It's probably about a minute or so as you see Kels just walking. You are aware that she's probably aware about the whole weird magic bullshit going on this island. It's probably about a minute after Kels begins to like very carefully begin to make her way up to the volcano. It's a bit of a difficult terrain for her, and she is a little bit smaller than the average adventurer. And you notice that the pile of undead that is around this Goliath is kind of very slowly shifting and moving. You can see the bone pile almost rolling forward. The same with the creature from the water. When you hear this, what sounds like the earth itself moving, you see, for those of you who can see it, you see Kels suddenly turn her head and look in the direction of where all of you are, just kind of like, what the fuck? And you see this sudden gust of water and sand from the beach erupt over the top of her and pushing her further up the mountain. You see 2 people appear. You see your halfling Zaffin and Hearn, the father of nature, appear very, very close to her. And you see them lifting their hands and their staves, and you see this huge sphere of water and sand and ice and plants and bones and gems and rocks appear around the 3 of them, encasing them in this very large bubble, and you hear shouts and screams. You see the creatures that are very close to you as one begin to turn and almost make their way back, and then you hear the Goliath yell at them, "No, that's a distraction. To the altar now." And you see that they begin to take off and move at speed.
Man, I should just buy us more time.
And how would you like to do that?
I'll run up the cleric's legs and get them wet so that he'll be too embarrassed, looking like he peed himself, to go in front of Kels again, and he'll have to go change.
Just be like, haha, you peed yourself.
Point your finger at him.
Yeah, everybody point and laugh.
Point and laugh. Yeah.
All the fucking, like, the skeletons and shit start laughing, too.
Yep. The embarrassment. He's going to die of embarrassment. Well, that's a plan.
I mean, he's certainly going to die from the fact that he's fucking exhausted.
And
See, I'm glad that
actually... No, not again. Dindar. And then we figure out that that's what Dindar's been doing to his nightmares, just making a pee himself.
That's why he hasn't gotten sleep. That's dastardly. I like it.
I mean, maybe that's his biggest fear. I don't know. People have weird phobias and fears and things. Maybe this is his.
I don't want to pee myself in front of Kel.
In front of my boss.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
right?
That's pretty bad, right?
All right. So, Lux, how did you do on your initiative?
I did a whopping 18.
Nice. Very nice. We are going to describe the events of what's happening with Kels and that fight. We're going to do that on Initiative 20. But it should not interrupt you guys unless you guys get yourselves involved.
We figured out a distraction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Suvi, what did you get?
Well, I got a 16 because I have a -1. I rolled a 17.
Ah, okay. That's okay. That's okay. Ivoris, what did you get?
14.
Okie dokie. Our dear lovely Daisy ended up with 10, so she's further down the initiative than you are. Dear, very hated cleric of the Blissful Eclipse, who should be rolling at disadvantage, got a 4.
Good.
Because I believe that you would count initiative as an ability check of some kind.
It is.
Okay. The wisps. Let's see how these good folks are doing. Ooh. The wisps get to go before Daisy. Okay, well, the bone in the hands did pretty bad, so... Get Greff out of there.
No, Greff needs to be with you.
God damn it, you piece of shit.
Greff.
Yes, I'm going to make the bone and the hand go on initiative 7. Greff, what did you get?
I got a 9.
Oh, okay.
So move those bones down.
I will, when I can be bothered. And that's them. We did the wisps, the bones in the hands, the cleric, and I believe that we will have the... Ooh. Old crabby boy gets to go the same time as Daisy does.
Crab.
Crab! Is Crab there?
Okay. So 20 is the fight. Then we have Fox, Suvi, Ivoris, Wisp, plural, of which there are 12. Sorry. Daisy and the Crab.
That's my favorite band.
It's my favorite 90s grunge cover band.
Yeah.
Bone and hand get to go together. Then it's Greff.
Greff is before bone and hands.
Oh, yes, you're right. I'm sorry. And then the cleric gets to go last.
If you boil me, do I take damage for that?
Only, Neil, only if your character sheet for your water elemental says that you are vulnerable to fire.
Now, V, if you look at the page that you sent me, there is literally an argument in the comment section about that very thing being mostly something that people are going to homebrew. Because it is not immune to fire damage, which is strange because it is water. And not just small water, big water.
You evaporate if you hit
but you
with
would
a
also
fireball.
use water to put out fire, so I don't know, man, but you would also use fire to boil water.
There's a lot of dependence on that, so,
No, fuck this. There are no dependents. We are making the rule that you are damage immunity to fire.
Okay. I mean, it's good to clarify in case we do need it, but I don't have any mostly goofing.
We're going to make this decision. That's what we're going with. Does anybody else have any other questions or any hey, do you think this would be applicable, or hey, can we change this before we get really started?
How far away are our bodies in running terms?
Oh, a lot, buddy, a lot.
Way up the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yep. If you look to your left or your right, you'll see a bloody great volcano. You're inside that.
Oh no. Are we close to the altar Kels is going to? Our bodies?
No. So the altar where your bodies are, where you took conscious control of elementals, that's inside the volcano. The actual altar itself, the chaos altar, the altar to magic, is a little distance north, probably about 3 or 4 minutes before you get to the lake that it is contained in.
Okay.
If you are running at your 60 or 90 speeds of your elementals. But of course, if you lose all your hit points and you die in your elemental form, who knows what happens to you? Maybe you'll go back to your corpses. I mean, very alive bodies.
Stop doing that, please.
Suvi, the people in the comment section of my water elemental page arguing about whether or not water is immune to fire damage have also mentioned that it's kind of the same as the earth elemental not being immune or resistant to lightning.
Right. Okay, because it says
not,
that
and
it's
that's true.
vulnerable
It should probably be
thunder here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
But lightning,
Yep,
no.
we will ensure, therefore, that we will make the ruling that you will be immune to lightning damage.
Okay.
I don't foresee a lot of lightning damage, so I'm not really worried.
Shocking.
That is the truth.
Why can't the water elemental breathe underwater? That's hilarious.
Wait, it can?
Well, no, that's...
I'm just reading these comments out loud. You can just ignore me now. This is an internet dumb argument.
Neil's going down the rabbit hole.
People are thinking too hard about it.
We have a fight here, Neil. Come back.
I'm reading.
Ignore the internet
Get away
fights.
from the trolls of the
funny.
internet to the trolls that you're fighting now.
There are trolls here? Wait,
okay.
The information stopped being helpful, but it was still funny.
The creatures en masse turn back to the direction that they were headed and start making their way back towards the altar under the very angry shouts of the Goliath cleric. I'm going to say at least the cleric and a few of the wisps floating high above you are definitely still on the rock area, but the kind of bone swarm is kind of getting to the rock, and their hand thing has gone back into the water and is skittering off through the breaks. You notice that for anyone who can see, you can see that the bubble that has been created of all the natural elements and what looks like magical too around Kels and her two opponents. You notice that from within the bubble that she throws her hands up, and as she does, you see scores of skeletal hands burst through the earth itself and begin to grab and claw at the other two. And that's just what you see for them from that round. Fox.
Hi.
What do you want to do, bud?
So I say to my starry friends, all right, you ready to go? We're dive bombing. And I fucking dive bomb straight towards the nearest one of the flying motherfuckers.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they're one of the wispy creatures with a skeletal face and kind of solid-ish looking sword. Yeah, you just go careening into that. Tell me what mechanic you're doing, and then describe what you're doing in non-mechanic.
So as an air elemental, I can occupy my opponent's space. Mm-hmm. And if I do, I can use my whirlwind ability.
Nice.
I'll basically just cut to the chase and get info as needed. Basically, they need to make a DC 13 strength save.
Strength save, you say?
Yes.
Are you sure you don't mean charisma save?
Oh, no, I'm quite sure.
Oh, I'm loving this already.
They have tons of muscles with their wispiness.
Well, they rolled a 19, but their strength is -2, so they got a 17.
No, they still succeeded.
Yeah.
All right, so that just means that they're going to take half damage.
Okay.
But they don't have the other effects. So I need to roll 3d8 plus 2. So 13 bludgeoning damage, halved, so 6.
Okay. As you notice that you're attacking them with your mere existence, I guess.
Yes.
You notice they don't create quite as much damage. Wait,
Yep.
no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count on here. Don't worry. The resistance they have is only if it's not a particular type of thing. From non-magical weapons that aren't silvered. I hate the silvered rule. Fuck it. You see them crash into them, and they're a little bit. Yeah, but it's not. You're not silver. I love you, but you ain't silver. But I hate that rule, so fuck it. You see, you're crashing into them, and you see bits of the whisper kind of go flying out in all directions and just dissipate into the air. It's still there, but it's not happy about it.
Cool. I don't need to move.
Yeah, your starry companions begin to swirl around it, and you see that they kind of pull away, and then as one crash into and through your Deathwisp friend.
Oh.
How do you die if your only weakness is silver? That's not fair.
What?
I take out a silver coin.
Not even time can kill me. I've collected every clock and watch made out of silver.
And you see them cutting and slashing and spinning and pulling between them in little bursts of light all over as they do 9 damage. And you see that this creature is just... It's barely hanging on. It's just like that tiny little wisp from a like a fire stack or a bonfire. You can see this obviously inside you, because I'm going to say that all of you are aware of what's going on inside your elemental forms. It's very, very unhappy by what you have done.
Good
job. Okay, so that was your move and your attack.
That's it.
I'm guessing you... guessing no bonuses for you. Okay, in that case, it is now Suvi's turn.
Right. And the earth elemental can, if I read this right, basically do a thing, which is slam twice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Come on, slam.
It's a melee weapon attack, whatever that means. I don't play characters who do this stuff. I don't know. Okay, so my idea is that she, tell me if this doesn't work, she can also burrow through non-magical unworked earth and stone. So what I want her to do is to come from underneath the cleric of Kalimvor and slam him from underneath. Sort of hit him from the ground, going up, and do a double slam.
Are you trying to slam your fists into his... down there?
I mean, anything she can reach. My thought is that the slam would be sort of breaking his legs upwards, from the feet upwards.
Yeah.
So just trying to break his legs so he can't move. And then try it again.
Yeah. So, what your kind of like slam ability has written there is it's +8 to hit. So that's simply a d20 +8, and that's what you roll to attack with your slam.
Okay, so I do that twice? That's what
yes.
Okay. Okay. So I got a non-natural 20 and a 25 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice. And then the damage you roll is 2d8 +5.
Okay, so that is an 11 and a 12.
Nice. You burrow into the ground, and you smash like your arms up as you come up, trying to go for his legs to take out that obvious weak point of like he's already a little bit unstable. And you absolutely pound the shit out of his legs. You hear a nice audible thunk, but you don't hear a crack. But you do get some solid damage in there.
And I want him to sort of fly up and sort of land somewhere.
I'll tell you what, I'll make him make a dex save.
Okay, yeah.
I'll see if he can keep his feet.
On. Yeah. I want to knock him over.
So he should roll at disadvantage because he's exhausted. Okay. Well, he rolled a 3 followed by a 2. So he falls completely flat on his ass as you see this very comical legs like tit over ass sort of thing, like legs straight up and over. Lands like face down on the ground. A little bit of pride damage in there. As comical as it could be. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm guessing I cannot hide in the earth after that. I guess I just have to stand there. And
no, you are definitely...
Hero pose.
You are definitely...
Yeah.
You are definitely humanoid shape now, or at least elemental shape, and you are obvious as this is a being. So you aren't going to be able to affect any more Earth unless you specifically use an action to do so. So you can't encase like other friends or anything like that unless you specifically use your entire action to do it. Okay, that was awesome. Ivoris, my watery friend.
Yeah, I'm going to make just the front of his pants wet so that he gets embarrassed and has to leave.
Nice.
No.
Kels isn't looking, so it doesn't work anymore. His boss isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Pride damage.
Yeah, pride damage. We can't heal pride damage. We all know this.
No. So how far away are the mounds of thing carrying thing at this dude's command away from us?
I'm going to say that the kind of bone pile is about 10 foot away from the rock that you're standing on, and you were at the edge of the rock that you guys are like had positioned yourself on for the ambush because you wanted to be a little tidal pool at the edge. So like he's probably about 10 foot from you, like the bone mound that is slowly rolling its way towards you. The like hand and claw creature that is still in the ocean is in the ocean, and that's probably about 30 feet out, and it's kind of making its way away from you towards where the altar is. The wisps are probably about 30 feet in the air.
Can I determine which of these things has anything important in it? Wait, what did the cleric say? What was his words to them? What was his command exactly?
Take the prisoner and web to the altar?
Boom. I do know. Shit. How do I know which is in what, though? Can I roll to see through the bone pile? I doubt there's a person in there. That would be owie.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give this to you as like a bonus action. I think to inspect it properly, it should really be an action. But I'll take it as a bonus. We'll just make it a flat roll. It should be really disadvantaged because you have all this swirling mass around and they're moving fairly fast. But you are looking for a person, and if a person was in there, they'd be big enough to see them in this mound even, like wearing clothes and whatnot. So just roll a straight perception for me.
What is perception's wisdom? Okay, that's a +0.
It's wisdom, yeah. Unless
I had to look
the
for my stats on the other sheet. Okay.
Yeah, and unless a skill or a save is specifically written on your sheet, it is just whatever the base stat for that particular ability or save is.
It's a 12.
You don't really see if there's anything in here. You just see bones tumbling over and over and over.
Okay.
You can't be sure.
Here's the deal.
Yeah, nee.
I'm not sure how much help they need over there with that, but I can slow those down, and it seems very boring for me to do. But it might be necessary, we just don't know, you know? I hate to ask for everyone's opinion of that, though, because it's so meta.
What do you want to do?
Slow those. I have a grapple that can slow things down as water. When I enter things spaces, it counts as a grapple.
Right.
So the
I could
claw
stop the roll, basically.
claw mess thing is what you're thinking?
Yeah, either of these two mounds that are going.
I mean, it makes sense because they're right by the water anyways, which is where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull him into the ocean.
And beat the shit out of them, drown them. Well, you can't really.
Crush them.
Can't drown them.
One of them has a person in it, so I'm not gonna like engulf it, but I'm gonna.
Okay.
But I'm gonna
Eat it.
kind of be at the bottom of it, pulling it backwards as it tries to grip the ground, type thing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's a solid idea if you want to slow down the bone creature.
Okay.
I'm going to say that I will extend what I had said to Arch in the air elemental. If like you have somehow managed to like engulf a majority of this, I'm going to say you're going to physically feel or see if there is a body rolling in here amongst the rocks.
Okay.
Amongst the bones.
I am going to be careful though to not like hurt the interior of this thing if they're carrying someone.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to focus all the damage that I do away from that area of it intentionally.
Yep. Okay.
I can grapple a large creature, which I imagine this might be.
This is very much a large creature, yeah.
Okay, so I can only get one of them, and that's fine. I'll get the one that's still in the water, because that might help me. Each target grappled by it takes 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, okay.
So 12 plus 4. 16 bludgeoning damage.
If you're the one in going after the one in the water, you have all the arms and the claws and all the like the weird fabric that you're finding that's rolling up in here. You don't feel or sense a person, a being, a body. You just lots of arms. That's the only thing that you really sense in here. You do sense at the core there is something very magically powerful, but you don't know what that is. It's not particularly big, but you don't know what it is. You can't see it, you can't sense it properly.
Got it. Cool.
Okay. The arms and the claws in the water that you're slowing down with more water, you can see that they are kind of struggling, and you see one of the hands kind of like break and just dissolve into water as it's trying to go forward. Okay. And that dear creature will lose some health.
What do you mean, dear creature?
This lovely thing.
No.
It's so cute.
It's not deer.
Yes, it is.
It's horrible.
It might be made of deer.
Probably is. It's the deer creature.
Okay.
Put that down, Neil. You don't know where you got it from. You don't know where that corpse
Put it down.
Wipe that off.
Okay.
It probably has germs.
So that's Ivoris's go done, I think. The wisp creature that is inside of Vox's aura, it takes damage at the beginning of its go or at the end?
No, the whirlwind is a very specific ability of mine that I have to use.
Okay. So being trapped within you does no damage to it right now?
Nope.
Dope. The creature that you have engulfed brings its sword to bear. No, it's not going to be that much of a dickhead. It swipes out against the air elemental that is holding it.
Do it.
For a 22 versus your armor class.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Awesome.
Is it a magic sword?
It is a magic sword.
It is.
Hey, Arch.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey,
Yeah.
give me 1 second, bud. Give me 1 second here, and let me talk to you.
Okay.
You remember how your first character died?
Uh-huh.
Where was he when that happened? And it was really
This
bad.
is an air elemental, though.
And when your air elemental dies, where are you?
In the volcano.
In the volcano with his with his body.
My body is
is
elsewhere,
that where we
Neil.
are? Is that where we are?
Yeah,
Okay.
his body is
okay.
his body is
I
fine.
misunderstood.
Yeah,
I
your
thought that
your bodies didn't transform. It's just your consciousness that went into your elementals.
I thought that he was going to turn into himself, and a lizard was going to fall out of the sky. And
I mean,
And then
I am a druid.
okay, Fox, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah, fuck. 14.
That is a fail.
Okay.
You take 40 points of necrotic damage. I don't know if you take that.
40 points of necrotic.
Yes.
All right, that's almost half my HP gone.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by that amount.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cool. It's not going to do anything else. I think it feels pretty good. I'm ignoring that ability because it makes no sense here. Okay, so that's one of the 12. 2 of the other creatures are going to... you see 2 of the creatures make their way towards where the air elemental is surrounding their friend. You see each of them lift their swords high and they go for another attack. 1 each. 11 versus your armor class.
Miss.
Damn, you see the sword just go completely wide. The star friends that you have just intercept the sword and, you know, make them confused. And that one definitely hits. 27.
Yeah.
Could I have you make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. I love doing those.
Don't we all?
Nat 1.
Oh.
Tell me what I won, V.
Oh, buddy. You won an all-paid trip to 41 points of necrotic damage. And your health drops by that amount, too.
Cool. I'm already almost out of my elemental form, guys.
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
You want to know how much
don't
HP I
worry.
have? A whopping 9.
I don't want to know. No, please don't tell me what HPs you have.
Nope, too late, V.
Don't.
Too late, V.
I feel like it's in single digits, but please don't show me.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's them. 3 of them make their way down towards the Earth Elemental, who has just severely embarrassed their leader. And you see that they kind of go from the air where they were to suddenly completely surrounding you. You have one in front, one behind, and one to the side of you. They each lift their various weapons and they go to slash at the leg area as, you know, retribution for what you did.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Tien, your dice are lovely, but they do fuck me sometimes. The first one completely misses, goes completely wide. 22 versus your armor class. 17 versus your armor
So
class.
my armor class is 17, so does that hit or miss?
Yes. You have to beat, not meet.
No, armor class you have to meet.
Oh, is that what this one is? Oh, no.
Saving throws you have to beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 2 hits. I'm just going to use the base damage because I don't want to keep rolling a bunch of dice over and over and I'm going to get annoyed and lose count. 2 of the sword swipes go directly for your legs, 1 in each side, as if they're trying to do a very similar thing and sweep you upwards. And you take a total of 80 necrotic damage. Could you please make 2 Constitution saving throws?
So, with a +5,
Wow.
I got a 24 on both of those.
Well, your hit point maximum is not reduced.
Thank you. That's good.
But you still do lose 80 damage.
18 or 18.
Sorry. 80.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot, guys. The other 3 are going to dive down at where the bone pile is, the one that is not currently grappled and is making its way up onto the rock itself. And you see that they seem to join its shadow. And the final 3 are going to dive down at the only other person that they can see that has been active, which is the water elemental. Yeah. 17 versus your armor class, Ivoris.
Yep.
11.
No, that one doesn't.
And 14 versus your armor class.
That one meets.
Okay, then that one therefore is beaten. You take 80 points of necrotic damage. Could you please roll 2 Constitution saving throws? As, again, it seems like 1 in 3 just can't hit you guys. And you see these swords just making way and cleaving through the water and basically just barely shaving above where any of the hands and where the claws are, just to strike through the elemental that is attacking their friend.
You said Constitution?
Yes, please.
It is 13.
That one fails. And what about your second save?
Oh,
you got hit twice.
Same thing.
No way.
This is weird.
2 19s, 2 9s. What the fuck, guys? Yeah, your hit point maximum is also reduced by 80. That's the wisps go.
Jesus.
It's now Daisy.
Kill everything, Daisy, please.
Oh, let's do the crab first. You see, rising up out of the water like a majestic crab, you see this, first of all, this top hat perched upon its head. You see this cane being lifted high in claw-type hands, in crabby claws. You see it begin to make its way out of the water, making its way towards where the water elemental is and where the spirits are and where the hand and claw creature is. And you see as it rises up, you see that it has like this little kind of like the held cigarette cases that you have, the ones that keep them on a really fast stick. There's nothing in it. Holding it in the other hand, like, hello. Oh, seems to be a spot of bother. Righto, chaps. Puts the thing back in and just launches itself forward at where this creature with arms and hands are. And you see it snip, 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 clap, clap, clap. For you, who is underwater, you just see its mouth open and be like, nom, 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 as it attempts to go for the creature.
I'm just imagining it yelling, tally-ho.
Tally-ho, chap.
Hello, how are you? Please help me. I'm under the water.
You see it close its claw around a few of these arms and just cut straight through some of them, as you see like them slowly and some of them very slowly and some of them very quickly just dissolve into water that has been extracted. And that creature takes 8 points of damage. You see that with its other claw, it puts lifts its cane high and decides to smash through where some of these wisps are attacking. Nice. You see this going through, and as it kind of like goes through, it almost lifts it up and out of the air, and you see the whole thing dissipate into nothingness as it kills one of them. Yeah, that's its go over as it just wrecks one of these wisps for lols. You see Daisy just pop her head out from around the rocks, being very aware that these things are beginning to attack and make bold their plans. And you see her look at the shadowy type creatures that are currently on the platform with her, the 3 that are surrounding Suvi, and the 3 that have entered the shadow of the bones. You see her lift her hands and just, alright, fuck it. And she throws her hand forward, and you see this lightning shoot out and hit 1, 2, 3 around Suvi, and the other one shoot out and hit the one in the water that is right by where the water elemental is. Spell goes through fine. Alright, let's see how my boys do on their dex saves. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they succeed or fail. She lifts her hands, and you see this lightning breach out from her fingers and explode the 2 wisps that are the 3 wisps that are around Suvi, and the one that is very close in the water to where the water elemental is. She looks quite proud of herself as she hides back in the rock that you made her.
Go Daisy.
That's her done. Greff. Yes.
Am I within 50 feet of the cleric?
I'm gonna say yeah.
All right. Suvi, you just punched and threw him on the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to move into his space.
Okay.
In addition, we can enter a hostile space, please stop there. The first time it enters creature's space, and that turn the creature takes 1d10 damage. and catches fire. So he doesn't have a choice. He is on fire now.
Oh,
Yay.
okay.
That is rules as written.
Well, okay. All right, cool.
And then Greff Fire Elemental reaches out, and so my attack is touch. It's literally just touch. So I'm imagining he just kind of goes and just fucks with it, and just flames him hard.
God, what's that?
No,
So he's currently lying on his face, his arms spread out, just like very comically landed. So you're just basically tickling him as a fire elemental?
Nah, I think I'm slapping him in the face.
We're just
Two good slaps
humiliating
across.
Okay.
this cleric.
Like, grab him by the back of the head, slap him twice, let him fall down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
Tell me what I may or may not need to roll and what the damage may or may not be.
Okay, so first he just takes 1d10 damage, so let me roll that. He doesn't get a choice. I occupy this space.
Yep, that's fine.
He takes 2 fire damage, and he's on fire.
Okay.
I got a crit. Yes.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, a crit I think might hit, yeah.
And a natural 1, so 7.
That fails.
Boom.
That fails.
All right. Let me see.
Wait, is he prone?
Yeah.
He is.
Oh yeah, then
You'd have advantage.
You'd have advantage. Yep. Go
Cool.
on.
Does a 15 hit? I don't think so.
No.
Drat. All right.
Darn it.
Let me see. The damage was 2d6 plus 3.
So that should be 4d6 because you crit.
Oh, yeah.
Double dice, baby!
Yeah. All right. He takes 18 fire damage, so 20 fire damage in total.
Ooh, okay. He doesn't look too pleased that you've just bitch slapped fire into his face and set fire to his favourite robes. He's very disappointed in you, Greff.
He should have decided he should have not been on. He shouldn't be wearing such flammable clothes. That's his problem.
That's fair. Okay, cool.
That's my go.
All right. The bone creature rolls around where the earth elemental and where the fire elemental is and where Daisy is. Just rolls around the side of them and just keeps making its way towards the altar, and it seems to be gathering speed as it's going forward. It may just be dashing or it may be getting speed, but I will let my words let you decide what you think is happening here. It has basically made it about 40 foot past where Greff and Suvi are. As it is just... the hand and claw creature is currently grappled, correct? This is the worst thing to go against elementals. It's so dumb. The hands of this creature kind of like stretch and go to slash at where the water elemental is and where the crab creature is, and it attacks each of you twice. I don't believe being grappled affects its melee attack. Does 21 hit?
Oh, yeah.
And that was even higher, so that definitely hits. You take 41 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay. This water elemental just suddenly dissipates, and Ivoris, you find yourself back in the volcano as if you literally just blinked. You don't even remember that real hit that you got, the last of these hands just scraping through you. And you find yourself inside the volcano, and you see the purple unicorn that is standing there just looking at you.
Unicorn?
Big wide eyes. Yeah, it's a unicorn, I believe.
Wolpertinger.
There was a jackalope and a unicorn. Jackalope, sorry. Wolpertinger and a unicorn.
Right.
The unicorn that was on the platform. The Wolpertinger is just, just cleaning himself off, trying to look super good, clean up the horns. The antlers. So Ivoris, that is what you see. As you are popped back inside the volcano. And I'll get to you when it's your go. The other two attacks go for the crab. One of them slashes down hard at the crab, and you hear either a ting or a crack. I'm not sure which yet. You hear this slight crack as you see one of the hands that smashed down into it begin to actually get a good purchase, and you hear like a, oh, that's bloody awful. Seems a little upsetty, but he is okay. He is still there. It's now the cleric's go. The cleric who is laying face down after having been tripped, who is on fire because you're a dick. He is going to... Okay, well that's a bad one. You see him look up at the pair of you who are right in front of him. He raises his hand and he waves it once as if saying goodbye, and I need both the elementals it can see, i.e. rock and fire. I need both you to make a charisma saving throw.
Is that bitch banishing us?
He is.
Oh. How?
Oh, I need to make him roll on the chaos meter. Hang on.
Dare. That's a good point.
This elemental does not have good charisma.
No, I've got -2 as well.
I have -3.
Oh,
I
guess I'm a little bit hotter than you.
Yeah, sure.
V, do they... Because it's their brains, is the charisma save the elementals, or is it theirs?
It should be yours.
Hey!
Because it is your...
Oh, okay.
Your personality.
Yeah.
Oh, we did have this argument just before we started.
We did.
I was the one who brought it up.
The spell save DC is very tough. I'm just gonna...
So charisma saving throw on my own sheet is what I'm hitting.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That's terrible.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, guys. As he waves goodbye to both of you, you barely even remember seeing the wave, but you think it was there as you find yourself standing in the volcano. Because you can't go anywhere else, really. And you look around and you see that Ivoris is here and his eyes are awake. He seems to be moving. You see that Vox is standing there, eyes closed, not really moving at all. And yeah, you see the purple unicorn looking at you very sedately. For Vox, who is still in the fight, you see the cleric also disappear.
What?
He fucked up on the chaos magic, so he got banished too, and he did not save his charisma save against himself.
He pooped himself.
Yep.
Wait, is he from this plane of existence?
He is, but he will be going somewhere else.
Okay, so we made him fall over, slapped him with fire, and then he banished himself? That was his entire fight?
Yep.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he won't be back. Just as a...
That's hilarious.
An FYI.
He's never coming back.
Motherfucker went, be gone, thought, and then made himself disappear.
Basically, yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay. So that was the cleric's go.
I need to learn to wield chaos magic. This sounds great.
Yeah. So I have a couple really basic here are some really basic ideas that could happen. Things get reversed, things get set onto yourself, something completely wild happens to make it up. And I looked at the list, I'm like, what if he reversed it on himself? Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I've gone with. Okay, that was the cleric's go. Returning back to Kels' fight, because one of you can see this. You see that the magical hands begin to claw upwards, and you see these fully formed skeletons appear from the ground, made of earth and bone and rocks, and you see them beginning to jump and launch themselves, completely making the halfling disappear from your view. But you see what looks like a big explosion of purple and orange magic that just blow the things away from where the halfling is standing. You see the father of Muncher lift his hand, and you see these vines go up and around and begin to encircle where Kels is. And that's what you see in that part of the fight. Box, it is now your turn.
Okay. I need to roll to recharge my whirlwind. So I need a 4 or 5 or a 6 on a d6.
Good luck.
Got a 3, so nope.
Real
All right,
close.
so there's still the one that's inside, I'm occupying the space, right?
So there's one that's inside of you, and that is very, very weak, and there are 2 that are right next to you that are still pretty strong.
All right, so the one that's within my space, I just take kind of a wispy fist and just punch it in the head. Punch it in its stupid skull face.
Go for its attack.
That's a +8 to hit.
Damn.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Alright, I'm going to try with the other one because I get multi-attack. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, it's going to take 2d8 plus 5 bludgeoning.
How do you want to destroy it?
I think the first one kind of goes wide as it tries to punch down the skull, dodges to the side, but the other one, comes up from the other side and, clocks it right in the temple, and the skull just kind of...
Yep, I think that's fair. Is there anything else that you can do on your turn?
No. And if I try to move, they're gonna smack me.
Yeah.
Star friends.
The star friends are going to swirl around the nearest wisp, and you see that begin to wrap around it and around it and around it and move so fast that you can barely see it at all.
Cosmic tornado.
You see them spinning around and around, and you see them suddenly close in and then release, and the wisp is completely gone as it basically all but shredded it to pieces. It was 1 point off, so fuck it. You see it completely shreds one to pieces. There is only a singular whole one that's right by you.
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, that's absolutely your go. Suvi.
Hi.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. The whole fun elemental fight thing came to an end really quickly.
Yeah, that's why I gave you guys an extra 100 hit points, because I knew these things hit like trucks.
Wait, you did? You gave us an extra hit?
That's what the elementals are. They're basically on extra 100 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, AoE.
I misunderstood.
Got confused.
Okay. I mean, well, so we're just kind of standing there by the thing with the colored circles or stones or whatever it was.
Yeah, they're no longer quite as colourful as when you were here, when you remember touching them, when you remember interacting with them. They don't look like anything like that at all. Now they're quite pale.
Used up.
Grayed out almost.
Looking. Yeah. Okay. So can I see anything of what's going on? The fight that's going on below is not visible at all, right?
No, but you can hear the sounds of, well, you can kind of more sense in the ground, the vibrations of there's some very heavy magic going on right now, and there is a lot of just random sparks that suddenly appear and random leaves that suddenly appear inside where you guys are. You can definitely feel that there is a fight going on here.
Greff, Ivoris, what do you think we should do?
Oh, Greff's definitely cursing and kicking at something. He's just been teleported out of the fight, and his sister's there.
Yeah.
He's mad.
Greff. Ivoris, do you have anything constructive to add?
Any of those hits would kill me. Just a single one.
Yes.
But we have to get that web out of there.
Okay, what was the web? I didn't
Get
see.
me back in there. I can fuck him up. You! And Greff's pointing at the whooping tinker thing. Can you teleport me in there? Get me in there!
Greff, we have to prioritize the web.
I'll get the web out of that thing! If Greff knows that the web is in the hand claw, I think.
Get the web and get your sister to teleport you. Get your sister to teleport the web away.
Do we have any way to communicate with Daisy?
Greff does.
Unless any of you have sending. You see that the Warpetinger just kind of like bounces. I'm going to say that this is all of your turns in this little section.
There's no way that Suvi's going to sort of start fighting stuff without talking to her two friends who are right there. So that's what's happening.
V?
Yes?
I have the ability to talk to Daisy once a day.
You do?
Yes, you do.
Pink. Daisy, we're inside the volcano. Come get us. I want to fuck these guys up.
Fair enough.
Not the plan.
You're gonna have to give me a minute. Holy fuck!
Not the plan.
What do you mean not the plan? You want me to get the web? I can't get the web from inside the volcano. I have to go there and fuck it up.
I don't know.
I feel like Ivoris has been saying not the plan since we landed on this island. It's like, not the plan.
You're just gonna have to give me a minute, okay? Crap.
Okay.
That's what you get back.
All right.
Yeah, the Warpetinger kind of like lifts himself up and starts like preening his front paws and says, "Well, there might be a way to help you."
Okay. What's the way? Oh, great. Was.
Do it.
Perfect. Please.
Oh, a little bit more politeness. I much prefer your Suvi friend. Well, if you point your feet in this direction and walk, you should find the way.
Hey, V, what kind of an action is it to kick that thing into the volcano?
A free and just action.
Don't you dare. Don't do it. That's my friend.
You're not even here.
Shit, friends.
Even Suvi got annoyed at that. She doesn't easily get annoyed.
I'm so sorry. I don't know where this guy comes from.
Deepest pits
I
of
feel like
hell.
one of those ventriloquist questions. You're not responsible for what comes out of the dummy's mouth. I'm so sorry.
The magic of improv.
Well, there might be a way, but you may not like it.
Okay, could you please, wise one, explain it to us?
If it's walking again.
It bounds over.
Over what?
And it says over the bridge to where the platform is in the middle of the volcano. And it says, "It might require a small blood sacrifice."
Why are we still wasting time listening to this?
Yeah. I mean, no.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you folks there.
Fair.
All right. The Suvis go over. There's Irises go over. It's now the Wisps. The singular Wisp that is up where Vox is begins to swing its sword high and try to smash down through you.
No, don't do it.
For a 14 versus your armor class.
Oh, that misses.
Oh.
I'm still in it.
Nice.
Then you're a lucky one. You see that the wisps that were amongst the bones have basically moved with it. So that's theirs. And you see the one that is in the water turn its sword around and aim it at your crab ally.
Not the crab.
Mr. Krabs.
Save the crab.
You see it lift it high, smash it down, and you hear a crack. And you see that the creature, lets go. Okay, he's fine. Lets go and just kind of stumbles back into the water a little bit, his top hat kind of slipping to one side. He's like, "Oh, golly gosh, that's terribly, buggeringly awful."
That's smart.
And he just gets ready. That's smart. And as a reaction, because it's his go next, the crab will just shove his pincers straight forward and try and cut the thing in half.
Go crab.
Do it.
Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs.
You see it reach out and just the whole thing in half, sword and all, and it just dissolves into water and gases right in front of it. It lifts its cane very high in the air and smashes down at where this hand and... No, it's not going to do that. He lets go of the cane and he reaches forward to try and grab this huge mass of arms and claws in one of its own ginormous claws. Succeeds. You see that there is a small amount of, like, claws that begin to fall off, but it has this thing grappled and it is not moving. Okay. Boosh. Daisy. Oh my god, Daisy, this is going to be so dangerous if you pull this off. Sorry, if you don't pull this off. Oh, why'd you ask her to come and get you, you piece of shit?
Because Greff needs to be in there to fuck shit up.
Alright, she's going to have to try it, but this is going to be like... I'm going to put this on the very, very difficult end of grabbing. Vox, if you look down, you see that Daisy has stepped out of the rock that she was basically hiding within. You can see that she's lifting her staff and she's creating a ginormous circle around her in the air of this trailing purple and greenish mist. You can see that she's making lots of very quick movements, creating a very large room above her, and very, very quickly. And the hand that is not holding the staff, you see, is glowing red. And you see that she's beginning to shake intensely as she is trying to perform some sort of teleport spell. First of all, let's see whether or not chaos takes place, because if it does, this is going to suck. Okay, I will keep that to myself. You see her suddenly go very, very still and clap her hands together, and you see the staff stays exactly where it is in midair. And the three of you who are inside the volcano, you suddenly feel a very strong, sharp tug on your navels, and you find yourself suddenly standing right next to her, either side, and then you see her collapse to the floor.
Daisy's dead?
Check her for a pulse. She's unconscious. She's not dead.
But the
not even
worked.
I would do that with chaos magic.
So she tried to...
It worked, though.
Yes, they are here, but Daisy is unconscious. That's Daisy's go over.
Uh-huh.
It's now Greff's turn.
Alright. I'm assuming you let me know that the hand crabby guy is the one that has the...
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the bone pole is the one that had the...
Person, probably. Okay,
I
V.
think it was the other way around. I'm pretty sure that I described the bone as having that inside it you feel that there is a magical thing.
Oh no, that was backwards in my mind
I described
as
them the wrong
well.
way around.
I went after the fleshy one and it had a magical item in it.
Okay, then I did describe it the wrong way around, but we will keep it the way we have originally described it. So yeah, inside the bone thing should be the person, and inside the mass of flesh should be the orb.
Alright. Well, we're going for the orb, and we're trying to get that away from these fuckers. Oh yeah, the cleric got himself yeeted, so I don't even have to worry about him.
Yeah.
I do have to worry about all those fuckers, though. They are very dangerous.
You can see from where you are that there is one wisp up in the air fighting with Vox in his elemental form. The ones in the ocean have been completely destroyed. The ones that were by you guys on this rock plane, Daisy absolutely obliterated. So there are basically only 4 that survive. 3 are with the pile of bones, which is about 60 feet out.
Okay. I'll deal with them.
40 feet out.
Yeah.
And the one in the air.
Okay. I'll deal with the bone guy once Fleshy Boy is down. Does Fleshy Boy look at all damage? Does he look like he's barely started the fight?
It looks like he's barely started the fight.
Alright. Greff is gonna book it towards our Fleshy Boy. Is he being engaged by anything else? No, he's not. Fuck. Alright.
Yeah, it's being engaged by the crab who has it in a grapple.
Oh, it's actually being grappled?
Yep.
Oh, no. Grappling is not the same as prone. You don't get advantage, do you?
No, but if you're thinking about using your sneak attack, it is being menaced by someone else.
Then that's what I'm going for. So, Greff comes in, and he's gonna try to hit, like, I'm imagining it's like a mass of flesh, but in between there's, like, things that look more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, connective.
Arms?
Like, connective.
Yeah.
It's
Tendons,
the core of
sinew.
Yeah, like something that's actually tying it together. So instead of hacking off arms that are are replaceable, he's going for the core of the body, and that's the way I'm thinking that he's going for some extra damage. All right, let's
that's perfect.
try to hit it. No advantage, just normal attack. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Fantastic. That is a 34 magical slashing damage.
34. Like you cleave through a big portion of this, like you get a good like branch, I guess, and it just goes flying out into the water area and just turns into droplets.
I'm assuming it
still doesn't really look like it's been involved in much of a fight.
Ouch. Then I have another attack because I'm a 10th level fighter, so I'm gonna hit it with my sword again. This time, no sneak attack. 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
And then, as like a kind of a backhanded swerve, the orchid carve comes up, and he's gonna try to slash it with that as well.
Oh, I keep forgetting you have 2 fucking swords.
Yeah, I do.
God damn it.
24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's 13 damage.
Damn.
Magical.
Okay. Yeah, you see this flesh begins to like part out the way as it kind of dodges one of your attacks, but in the way that it dodges, you're like, no, mother. And you manage to cut another portion off. Yeah.
And that's the end of my go.
Okay. Nice.
And is dead now.
Nah.
Not even.
I mean,
We win.
it's undead.
Deader.
It's deader than it was, yeah. Okay. The bone creature along with its 3 wisps, continues its journey towards the altar. The hand creature, now that it is being held in place and menaced by Greff and by the crab, you see the creature, all of the claws suddenly go very still, and all of the hands suddenly point in the direction of the crab. As you see this dark energy fly out and hit the crab in the chest.
Crab, dodge!
You see this energy smash into the crab's kind of like chest area as it kind of leans back its underside, and you just see suddenly that its eyes go completely blank and that the hat falls off as it falls back into the ocean dead.
No!
Sorry, crab friend. Did what it could. It just tanked a finger of death for you, so...
Oh.
That's, yes. Rip crab, but better than rip Greff, right?
Greff would have survived.
These
Aethor, kindly shut the fuck up.
Oh,
shut
remember
the fuck up.
that, Aethor.
unkillable
Shut the fuck up.
characters, Aethor.
You shouldn't have pushed Greff as hard as you have today. I think Greff has been having the shittiest 12 hours. He's been whisked away to some magical nonsense land, and everybody just seems to be going along with it.
The bone creature is now 80 feet out from you. And that's its go. The cleric does not reappear on its go.
Good.
Okay, a dumb question. The cleric was on fire when he disappeared. Is he still on fire?
He was.
He should be.
He is.
So,
do you remember what the damage for that should be?
It's 1d10, and he should have taken one on his last turn as well.
Okay, then roll them both. It's not enough, even if you get max on both, it's not enough to kill him, so just tell me what the damage is.
If he is banished, as per the spell banished, he is not taking damage while there from being on fire.
Oh. Then he is damaged as damage, so he shouldn't be taking... But he'll take that first round he should have taken?
That's 8 fire damage. No, I I went through the rules of banish once with my friends because somebody did like a dot attack on a guy, and then we banished him, and we were like, "Wait, does he just slowly whittle away?" Well,
yeah,
like
that was my thought. I was like, "Huh."
Does his corpse just get returned at the end of the banish spell?
Yeah.
But no, everybody agreed that like while they're banished, they are immune to damage.
Will he still be on fire when he gets back? Or?
Yes. He is returned to the same state.
Woo-hoo. Okay.
Yes. Good. He's like incapacitated, so he doesn't really have any real thoughts. So I'm just going to argue that he is held in time, so he's going to be there for like another 54 seconds. Because he can't really drop because it's a minute, I believe. Yep, 1 minute. Mm-hmm. So he has, 10 rounds? He went for one already, so he has 8 rounds left.
Yep.
Okay, over in Kels land, you notice that an old-looking human who has a very gnarled staff, he has what looks like a panther standing next to him and a snake sitting on his shoulder. You see that as he arrives, the barrier that is around them, he just waves his staff and a hole is made for him to step through, and then the orb closes up behind him. You notice that Kels looks up and sees him and has like a smile of recognition on her face as you see that she pulls a knife and just stabs it straight into Zafin. At Hearn's side, you see a menagerie of animals appearing. Anyone who's looking in that direction, can I get you to make a perception check for me?
That's gonna go bad, but I will try. Because I have an aerial view still.
God.
Hell yeah.
So, how do we do?
10.
2.
14.
12.
Alright, in that case, you don't see the other detail that happens.
Fudge.
Okay. Sorry. Vox, it's your go.
Okay, there's only one thing left next to me, right?
Correct. There is one wisp right next to you.
Alright, I'm a bop it.
Bop it.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, for 7 plus 5, so 12 bludgeoning damage.
As you go to bop it, you see that your bopping hand is suddenly covered in all of your starry friends, and you smash down. Could you roll an extra 3d8? They're using your attack because they are merging with your form.
9 extra damage.
Boosh! The thing completely disappears as that little extra spark
Star punch
is what you needed to get rid of that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm up in the air. Mm-hmm. What is the nearest thing that's boppable?
It's probably going to be the flesh creature just below you. What is your movement speed, though? Is it 60 or 90?
90.
You could, catch up with the bone creature that has, tumbled its way over, but you would be above it, not in it, or attacking it. You could get to it in your move.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's the only other thing that's in range.
Let's go towards the bone thing. I'm going to fly towards that, and actually I need to roll a d6 to see if I recharge.
Oh, yeah.
I do not. Okay, cool.
Okay, well, balls.
Oh, well. Yeah, I fly towards the skele bone.
Yep, the skelly mound. Suvi, it's now your turn.
Now that...
Fix my sis!
Yeah, I was gonna try and do that. Although magic in this place scares Suvi a lot.
You have a fruit healing potion.
I do! You're right. Oh, perfect. If I force it down...
Rather than risking chaos magic.
Yes, if I force that down Daisy's throat, and I'll strike it from her sheet. And it's, let's see what we said it was.
Roll, what does your fruit now look like as you have pulled it out? It has strangely changed form.
Okay, it looks like a blueberry the size of a tennis ball.
Damn, you're gonna put that in her face?
No, she's gonna squeeze the juice.
Squeezing it down
her throat. I don't know why. I don't know. My mind is weird.
That's cool, though. Roll 2d4 plus 2. We'll say it's that kind of a potion. That's correct.
Okay, so 6.
Nice. You managed to squeeze the tennis ball sized blueberry and get enough of the potion into her face for her to like blink a few times and kind of like cough a little bit as she sits up.
Good. Okay. Can I do anything else? I've forgotten everything about this character now. It's been so long.
So that would be your action. So you only have bonuses left and your movement.
I mean, she's a bit squishy. I can hide, I guess.
You do have like the shell of the rock that you had made for Daisy to hide behind, so you could definitely still hide.
Okay, I'm gonna hide there, I think. Yeah.
I think that's fine. Daisy is obviously human-sized. You being much smaller, I'm not going to make you roll a stealth check. You are going to be able to hide. Like it's common sense. If you hide yourself in a box, they're not going to see you, and nobody's massively paying attention. There's in the water and running away. So
okay,
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Ivoris, what would you like to do?
So where exactly was the cleric where I saw them fighting versus where the mounds are?
So all of you are so Suvi and Daisy and you are currently on like the big rock that you were using as like your platform. Mm-hmm. The cleric was actually kind of roughly in the middle of that, and you're kind of back at exactly the same place. The giant bone pile is making its way towards the altar and is about 80 feet out from where you are.
Oh, it's 80 feet. Oh.
Yeah, it's just been running away from us.
Yeah, the kind of hand creature, the hand and claws creature that has the orb inside, that is about 30 feet out and is in the water with Greff.
Okay, so the orbs are very separated. The mounds.
Yeah, the other mound is about 80 feet away.
Yeah, the flesh creature is in the water. The bone creature is quite far away now.
And the one that's in the water, how far away is that from me and this?
30 from you.
30 from me. Okay. I think that's still out of range for what I'm thinking, but let me double check. A little bit. Okay. We'll just have to wait on the cleric. I wanted to set a little trap for him, but there's no sense. We have shit that we need to do. Mm-hmm. Alright. Magic is scary, but it's kind of all I have. Unfortunately.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a fire bolt at it. Is that what I do? I think so.
It's your character, buddy.
25 to hit.
It hits. Can you please roll a d2?
What is that for?
To see whether chaos affects you or not.
So suspicious. 2.
Goes through like a champ as you see this fiery bolt just ping out from Ivoris and hit this creature in the water.
Okay. And it gets extra fire damage, I believe. Yes, equal to my charisma modifier.
Yes,
5.
You are level 10, correct?
Yes. So 5 plus the 7 damage that's there. 12 fire damage.
Where are you getting the extra plus 5? Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's my celestial. That's kind of my ass backwards way of...
Your firebolt is incorrectly calculated, my dude.
What is
you should
it
be rolling 2d10.
Oh, okay.
Not 1d10.
We'll just ignore that damage. And, 11 plus 5, 16.
Okay, much better. You see this fiery orb go smash into it. Let me recalculate what that final damage is.
This is kind of like my what's the warlock thing?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, yeah. My radiant and fire gets the charisma bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. It just hammers into it. It goes like cleanly through one of the claws that is there. Okay, is that your go?
I believe so. I'm going to go ahead and turn into snake monster in case I need to grapple things. But I'm not going to move close to... Ah, shit. I shouldn't I? No, not yet.
Move close to...
I'm gonna move in front of where the orb is coming out of the water. That's where I want to be.
Yeah, you can definitely like get in the water and be in like its physical way to stop the creature from going forward much further. Whether it does or not, we'll find out when it's its go.
Yeah,
that's absolutely fine. The wisps detach themselves from the rolling pile of bone, and they see the shadows created by the rock forms that Suvi had created, and they blink their way there. The three of them close in around Greff, but that is the end of their go.
Sure wish I had some AoE right about now. You know, like in my fire form that got deleted without taking a single fucking point of damage.
Aww. I hear why.
I know we got rid of the cleric, but goddamn did that hurt.
Daisy is going to roll over, see that the fight is still happening. She's going to see that the wisps are making their way towards Greff. She doesn't bother getting up. She pulls a crossbow from her hip. She loads and she's going to fire. You see this bolt go flying through the air and pierce through this creature's head, leaving this purplish energy in its wake that pulsates. The creature does not look good at all. It's not dead, but it looks really close, like a good breeze will make the last of that wisp disappear. That's all she's gonna do, because she is very worried about passing out again. This magic shit's dangerous.
It is.
Yeah. Not happy about that. Greff, it's now your turn. You have flesh mound in front of you that has the orb in it. You can see that Ivoris is right next to you, sort of in front of it. You are aware that you're being surrounded by these wisp creatures, and you've just seen a bolt just go like kind of flying past you.
All right. I'm assuming Ivoris is threatening the the mount. All right. Let's just start by doing some damage to the mount. So Greff is gonna bring his sword, and again he's trying to look for like the core of the creature to try to hit that. 28 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
37 slashing damage. Jesus, that was really good.
Nice. Yeah, like you cleave down into the core of it.
All right. Then he's gonna twist around, and in the kind of same slice, he's gonna push the sword into the throw the sword kind of into the guy who was hit by Daisy earlier.
Yeah.
It's 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. How do you destroy it?
Oh, I think the sword just keeps going, and it just turns into like dust in the air.
Yep.
And then I think I have to focus some of these fucking wisps. It's just I'm not getting any sneak attack or anything else. Then Greff is gonna bring up the Orkin Carp, and he's gonna like push it into like one of the other two wisps.
Okay.
It's a 22 hit. 9 slashing damage.
Yes. Ooh, okay. 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you get it like, you know, if you could get it stuck, it would be, but it has that like, and now it's stopped going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna action search, because I believe if these things get to go, they are about to do 120 damage if they get through my AC.
There's only 2 of them. You yeeted once. There's only 80.
It's still...
Unless, of course, they have some other magical abilities.
Yeah, like capping my maximum HP, which I don't want. So action search it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
And Greff just all of a sudden spins back into life, and I'm gonna hit the one that I already just hit with the magic sword again.
Yep, go for it.
17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Alright, that's 17 slashing damage.
That one disappears in a puff of smoke.
Yeah! And then I'm gonna go for the last one. 12. I'm going to use Suvi's D10 inspiration on that.
Go for it.
R1D10.
Come on, roll one.
That's a 16. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That hits?
Yeah.
All right, that's 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then one last Orcan carved. Nope. It's a 10 to hit.
Yeah, that's no way. Yeah. No.
Yeah. All right, and with that flurry of blows, Greff comes to a standstill, and he's finally done.
The bone creature continues to move another 40 feet.
And it's now very far away, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 120 feet from the rest of you and only 40 feet from Vox.
Do I... I was next to it, right?
Yeah, I said you'd be able to get above it, but you wouldn't be able to get, like, in it, on it. So you wouldn't be close enough unless your reach is, like, 20, which I don't think is a thing.
Never mind.
But you will definitely be able to catch to it next time, like, not even a question. Okay.
Suvi refills your inspiration, Greff, but you can't use it until whatever next fight or something like that. I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
Bone creature. 20. The hand and claw creature. All of the hands that have like really long, sharp nails all go to strike down at Greff. All right. The first one tries to slice your face for 28 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, you take 21 points of piercing damage.
All right,
I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, I have advantages on those, and as I am attuned to Ilmater's wrappings.
Okay.
Let me open up a document. I'm gonna... Okay, yeah. Let's first do the 21. So that's 45. And Constitution saving throw, 28.
Yep, that succeeds.
All right. I'm assuming it can hit me more than once because it has many claws.
Yeah.
Remember, you had
buddy.
temp HP.
Oh, yeah, I'll take off my 10 page. Thank you.
For 29 versus your armor class.
Jesus Christ, yeah, you hit.
Yeah, that's almost its match hit, so it's not a... You take 21 points of piercing damage. Please take a Constitution saving throw as it goes to slash at your throat.
23.
You succeed. The other one tries to slash down at your face for a 13.
Misses.
No, I didn't think that would hit. And then finally, it decides to go for an uppercut across your chest and up towards your face for a 23 to hit.
Ah, that hits. All right.
That's 21 points of piercing damage.
25 Constitution save.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Greff is, like, just grinning through the fight. He is not exactly thrilled about this fight, but he's excited. This is a good fight. And he's getting to, do his goddamn job, which is to fuck shit up and take the damage.
I mean, that's fair.
Is Greff a masochist?
Let's be more honest. How long has it been since Kino crew actually got into a fight? I think it's the desert.
No, ghost ship.
We did a whole
ghost ship.
sea
I didn't
fight.
get to do anything on the ghost ship.
Oh, damn. That sounds like a you problem.
We did all sorts of
Greff's
stuff.
enjoying himself now.
Oh my god, that's a perfect answer. The cleric does not return on its go.
Good.
Yeah. You stay there.
Because it can't. He
Good.
can't.
Stay banished, please.
You see that within the bubble, the creatures that had been summoned by the Father of Nature turn as one and launch themselves on Kels, but she must have some sort of spell-like ability as she just disappears and then appears back at the top of the bubble, seemingly unable to get further away. You see there's a crackle of lightning energy that zaps every single being within this orb, a consequence of magic. She falls to the ground, but you hear her laughing maniacally as you see that the halfling guardian has what looks like a dagger buried deeply into his chest. Yep, that's them. Vox, what do you want to do?
I'm going after the bone thing.
You catch up to the bone thing.
All right, first I'm going to remember to do it this time. I'm going to roll a d6. 3. Nope.
Damn it.
Thanks, Thanks, Roll20.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so I catch up to the bone zone, and I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
Twice. I'm gonna break some ribs.
Okay. You aim for some ribs specifically.
Yes. Maybe some funny bones, too. You know, since it was mentioned. So first one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is higher. It's like a 25 to hit.
Yeah, then they both hit.
All right, I'm just going to add them both up together. So 2d8, so 48, so 13 plus 10, so 23 bludgeoning damage total.
You say 23 bludgeoning?
Yes, bludgeoning.
Yeah, like you give it a solid thwack and it hurts way more than it looks like it should.
No, I can't do bludgeoning damage. Oh my stuff is flashing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's some solid hits in there, my dude.
Perfect.
You hear lots of cracks and breaks, and as it continues to like try and roll its way around to confront you properly, you just see some of them are just left on the ground behind it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a thought, too.
Yeah.
Because we think there's a thing in there, right? There's a thing inside this mound of bones?
We think that there is potentially a thing inside, yeah?
Okay.
A person.
As an air elemental, I am able to squeeze through spaces as narrow as an inch wide.
Okay.
Because I'm mostly gas. Mm-hmm. I'm going to move into its space, and I'm going to start kind of weaving my way through, trying to find whatever the fuck is in there.
Sure. Give me a second. You know what? I'm not going to make it the do the thing, because it will be in a better position to do its thing when it's go.
Oh.
So, sure, go ahead. Yeah, you can definitely weave your way into its vicinity. And yes, you do find a person. You find a tabaxi male who seems to be unconscious, but you do notice that some of the bones are forming like a cage around him so that the swirling mass isn't destroying them.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's what you found out.
All right.
Suvi.
Yes.
Suvi.
Okay. I think Suvi is throwing the fruit bomb at the mass that is near.
Yes.
And I know I sound very hesitant because I'm like, what am I doing? I'm throwing fruit bombs.
Wait, can we... I have a name for the fruit bomb.
Sure.
It's a pomegranate.
Okay, so
Nice.
This one looks like a pomegranate.
Oh, are you just gonna steal it? Are you just gonna steal it?
With like a single vine
Yeah.
coming out the top?
I mean, they're already...
It's a grenade.
It had a little crown at the top thing. Yes. Yeah. Maybe
that's
it's
true.
stuck at the top. So it was... I need to check what it was. I don't think it was very powerful. It was 1d4. Okay.
That sounds very lame of me. If you have D4s, as many as you can physically reach for, you may roll.
Is this an everybody grabs D20s
I mean,
thing?
please, because I have
D4s.
no
D4s.
dice near me.
D4s.
So
I have like 3.
So please, everyone help me on this.
I will help you too.
All right, D4s,
I've got
hang on.
3.
Oh, so one of these dice we know is unbelievably weighted and always rolls 4s.
Oh, I know that one. That one's broken as shit.
Hey, look at that! I rolled a 4. What? You piece of shit!
That is the worst dice.
I'm
You can use that.
never rolling this dice ever again.
You can use that dice when you're rolling fall damage in TLD.
No, because it's a D6 falling damage, not a D4.
Okay, that's kinda impressive. It's not perfect, but that is a 4, a 4, and a 2. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Very good.
Damn.
So I add 10 to it.
I have managed to add 12. I had a bunch of D4s here. So far 22.
6 on my end.
28.
Okay.
I have no dice near me, so I suck. I clearly need to get some for these occasions near me.
I say, yeah, we do this over the internet. I don't use dice.
But I remember last time we did this, there was an inordinate amount of dice rolled, so I'm a bit worried.
Because at the time, a lot of us still played games like IRL. And now I'm like fairly into
I remember playing games IRL.
28.
Yeah, you throw this pomegranate forwards, and it lands like almost like in the water and sinks down to exactly on the area that kind of Greff has just cleaved through with his sword. And there is an almighty explosion that is contained by this beast and the water, so that Greff and Ivoris aren't blown back as well, and also take 28 points of damage. But yes, this thing takes 28 points of damage.
Good. Is it dead yet? Can it be dead, please?
Hell no. Hell no. This thing is still in existence. Daisy gives you a thumbs up from the floor. There's really not much you can do down there. Okay.
If I can hide again, I can.
Yes, you can, absolutely, because it would be a.
I can. I'll just.
I can say that. I'll say that you can like poke in and out, because you can yeet this thing.
Yeah.
You can shoot it from this.
I poked out and yeah.
I think that's fine.
I'll hide again.
Yeah, no problem. Ivoris.
Yes.
This thing is still in existence. What do you want to do?
And now we don't have any AoE things anymore? You killed all those?
There's one
There
ghosty boy.
is one wisp. Yeah.
Okay, there's one wisp and then the other guy. Okay.
Yep.
I'm still not going to blow any of my spell slots because...
Scary, yo.
Well, no, I'm going to have to cast magic anyway, but I'm just not going to do spell slots because all my powerful things could be more powerful in situations that haven't shown up yet. Like, if we need... No, AoE isn't even... Yeah, I'm just scared to use my spell slots. No, I can't... I don't have anything super hard hitting right now. I need to save that for the cleric if that becomes a thing again. But I'm gonna do Word of Radiance. So
Okay.
each creature of choice that you can see within range of 5 feet, so just a couple things that are right here in
Yeah, I'd say
front
both of them, yeah.
Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I need you to roll a d2.
Now, Neil, I'm not telling you to lie, but rolling an even number is better.
A 2.
There we go. Oh.
Good job, Neil.
Yay!
As an audio podcast, we can lie all day and nobody will ever know. I mean, tell the truth.
So, on that fail, you cast Word of Radiance. Whatever word it is comes out of your mouth and echoes way louder than it has any right to echo. Both of the creatures, you see the hands as it close into fists because it has no ears to protect. But you see the wisp, you see that it drops its sword that it is holding and just kind of like hunkers down into a ball as you do double the damage.
Oh, wow.
Goddamn.
I rolled for good on it or bad on your companions, and it rolled good on it. So, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
2d6 plus 2d6. That's 15 plus 5
Yep.
from the Radiant Soul ability.
Yep.
That is 20. Plus if
Yeah.
they're in any way not a big fan of radiant damage, that would be a thing.
The whisper next to you just disappears.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Those things hit hard.
As this word just shatters it into a ball. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller until there's nothing there. Nice job.
Woo! And bonus action. More magic.
Nice, go for it. Uh-oh.
I'm going to do 5d6 to Greff. Bonus action healing light.
Ooh. That sounds fancy.
Okay. Gonna need one of them D2 rolls.
Yeah. Do you want to roll the health?
Sure. What is it?
2. No, the
Yay.
health is 5d6
Alright. 5d6 is 18 healing. I would appreciate that.
You may have that.
Thank you.
Unchaosed.
Unchaosed.
And that's it. There's no
Uncased.
additional charisma bonus or anything. It's just the dice.
Nice. The wisps are all super dead, so they're yeeted from their initiative order. Daisy is going to pull herself to her feet. She is going to go right over to where the creature is.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I
believe in you. You can do it. Show that thing the peace bleeder way.
Is this what you're saying to her?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, this could end terribly. You know that, Greff.
Oh,
you egging her on this could end terribly.
It can't end that terribly.
It super can.
No. Period.
As you yell at your sister to show it the peace bleed away, she puts a hand up, her staff flies back into her hand, she closes it around it, she spins it around her head and points it at the creature, and this thin green ray shoots out from it. First of all, chaos. I'll let you know what happens with that.
That sounds like chaos.
She has to upcast it because there's no choice. As you see this green beam just shoot from the end of it and hit the creature, which has to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, alright. It just does it. I just wanted to check that this is what it does. You see her lift a finger, she points it in the direction of, you see the beam shoot out and hit the creature in the center, and you see the entire thing dissolve into dust, and all that is remaining is a web of creation.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Daisy.
How does it feel, Greff? Your sister is definitely a higher level than you.
I fucking love it.
How's that adventuring going?
I mean, sure, she had...
You went with the wrong sibling.
I mean, sure, she had it handed to her. It just basically just appeared in her body, all this power, but that's fucking awesome.
Awesome.
You have a web of creation, guys. I really don't like that. I'm very upset with this, guys. The hand flesh creature is no more. Hi everyone, thank you so much for listening to Kino 37. This episode got a bit wild. I love the return of the crab. The crab was a lot of fun, and I'm just sad that our crab friend is no longer around, so rip. But also we have a whole bunch of more very tense fight coming up. So yeah, leaving right in the middle of this one was a challenge that you're going to hear us pick up on the next episode. I think mostly we just want to say thank you to everyone who helped support this episode, i.e. all the patrons, so thank you all very much for that. And obviously to Corinne for being an amazing Suvi player. And also, talking of Corinne, go listen to Chaker. It's a podcast that Corinne works on and that I have a voice in and that Kessler has a voice in. So please, for the love of God, go listen to Chaker. It's so freaking awesome. Oh, and then I've also got to say thank you to Tanja for voicing the singular line of Kels. That's right, one line I asked Tanja for, and like an absolute pro, they delivered it. So yeah, I guess thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you next month. Bye!